Welcome back to Northern Power Sports. Today is a day that's been a little over 2 years in the making. Project bike that I bought when I was traveling for work. I was out visiting my parents. Guy had it posted up about 3 hours away. I went over, test rode it once, bought it, hauled it back to my parents' house, put it in my dad's garage, and left it there for 2 years. This last time that we went home, I actually loaded it up and brought it back. After the last time that I rode this bike, it's basically sat untouched. I've never been through it, never gone over it. We're going to do all that, in the next few videos. It's going to be a long-term project. It's going to take a good while to get through. I'm hoping to have it the way I want 100% in probably 2 years. I'm hoping that just this winter we can get it up to a point where it's rideable and looking the way I want. Then next winter we're going to tear it back apart, go through the motor, build the motor. I want to go through the transmission, clutches, everything, make sure everything's 100%. And I want the Harley that I feel that Harley should have built. All right, let's show you the bike. All right, guys, here it is. It's a 1980 Harley Davidson FLT, also known as the Tour Glide. It is the King of the Road edition. Looks a lot different now than what it came like from the factory. Gonna do a little bit of a walk around, just show some of the different things that have been done to it, and then we'll dive into it. So like I said, I bought this bike, I test rode it, went through all 5 gears, no problem. Got it back to my dad's house, put it in his garage, and left. So let's start at the front of the bike and we'll just kind of start going over stuff that's definitely not right. Somebody had scabbed on a headlight setup with front turn signals. The hope is all that's going to go away. It does have the monster fish finder gauge cluster. I'm not a fan, but everything on it functions, so I'm not going to mess with it. The bars are the most uncomfortable thing I think I've ever put my hands on, so they're going to go eventually. Working our way back, the tank is actually in really good shape. There's no dents. I mean, there's some scratches and stuff, but the tank is totally salvageable. I don't know that I'm going to use this tank. There's a few things I'm still researching and looking at. Coming down here, it's got a set of drag pipes on it. Now, originally I'd planned to fire this bike up at the beginning of the video so you guys could hear it, but these drag pipes are so loud and echo so bad, especially in the garage, I wouldn't be able to focus on anything for days. It does have an S&S Super on it, which is nice. Now, the head on the back cylinder has been replaced. The story I got from the guy I bought it from, which this is also the same reason the pipes were, I mean, it looks like pigeon crap, but the pipes were welded. Apparently this bike was parked in front of another owner's house. A tire had come off a pickup, bounced down the road, and actually bounced into it right about here and snapped the mount off the original head. So the gentleman I bought it from had this head. He went ahead and put it on there to make it a rideable bike, which, like I said, it does ride good. Eventually that's going to change. For right now, I'm not real worried about the motor other than making sure it's reliable. I can jump on it and ride it. Moving back, I believe this is the factory oil bag. However, the original battery box set right about here behind the original set of hard bags. Now, obviously, somebody's put a set of throwovers on it. The battery's been relocated. All of that's going to get changed as well. Moving to the back, I have no idea what this taillight is off of, but it's going away. Same with the bag. That bag will come off, and I'm not sure if that fender is going to be usable with the holes that somebody went ahead and drilled or not. We're going to kind of evaluate that when we get to that point. As I said, the bags are coming off. This side of the bike actually doesn't look bad. So here's a little bit of what I've acquired for parts. I do have An early 80s Tour Glide front fairing. It does have the lights and the harness in it. Um, I got that from a gentleman down outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He is on eBay. It's Countryside Dave. I actually went to his place out there and looked through some of his parts. That guy has more parts than I even thought was imaginable. Really interesting place. So if you need something, try hitting him up on eBay. Okay, guys, so we put disassembly on pause for just a minute. Let me kind of show you why. Grab the camera. I'm not 100% sure how this all got cobbled together, but obviously this piece of angle iron doesn't belong. They tack welded in a brace of some sort that acts as the upper fender mount. They went ahead and welded, let me see if I can get in there, you can see it. They welded here and here on the back of the frame support. And looking at it, I couldn't figure out what the nub right there was for on the frame under the oil tank. But looking at the battery tray, let me see if I can weasel it. No, I don't think I can. The back of the battery tray, they just pulled it off and wedged it up underneath the fender. Now, the problem that I'm going to have is, obviously that's not going to work on the frame. The end result's going to look something kind of similar to this. Obviously, these are just a set of mock-up bags. I don't know if I'm going to use them for sure or not. But this is essentially what I want it to look like with the crash bars on it. I just need to spend some time and do some investigating on how I'm going to fix that frame problem. My guess is probably cut everything out, grind down to where it's just back to the frame rails themselves, and then build some gussets for it that look considerably better than what's in it, to make sure that I can make everything fit and work right. It's gonna require some research. I need to find some pictures of what the frame should have looked like. Like I said, honestly, I didn't tear into this bike at all when I bought it. It was a decent deal. Paid the guy, brought it home and left it. I'm now wishing I'd have looked at it a little bit harder. But not the end of the world. I just need to spend some time investigating, figure out what we need to do, and we'll get to it. So I guess that's going to be the end of this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications. That way you know when we do get another one up. I'm hoping to have some information on it this week and potentially at least update you guys next week. All right, guys, that's it for now.